guys, Deathscyp here from YCG, your casual gamers. So this is part 2 of door lock with the key. So in this video we're going to be adding these little box over here. I'm going to explain you everything and details as we go to connect the key that we created in our last video to be able to open this door over here. So you see over here, this door is going to be locked with it, and it says you need a key. We're going to go get the key that we created in the last level. Like this. And then we're going to go from the other side, open the door that was locked from the other side, and using the key, it says you use the key to unlock the door, and then there we go. You can access the end level. And that's it. So let's begin. Okay, so we're just going to be working on the simple door in this video because we already created the key and we already added the key variable inside the first person character. So let's jump inside this simple door. So the first thing we're going to have to do is establish the link between the simple door and the main character, because it's the main character that's going to be holding the key. So like we did in our last video, we created this over here. So what's fun with Blueprint is that you can just select everything, Control C, and go inside the simple door and Control V. And there you go. Everything's going to be there. You might just need to right click on this over here and use create variable my character. And there you go. It's going to be created down here. So that's the first thing. Just set up the link. The link is done. Compile and save. First step out of 3 is done. The second thing is I'm gonna keep using the first procedure over here because the door is still gonna open the same way. We're just adding a check before, so let's grab the box over here that we created. That way it's easier to move everything once. Whoops. We're gonna grab this and move it up, and we're gonna add a check over here. That's gonna be so that means we're gonna add another boolean, add a variable, call it is door locked. Sorry. Put it to editable, and you're going to understand why later. We're going to drag this out, get it, hold left click and press B. Hold B, left click, make a branch. Then we're going to go get these lines over here. So if you just hold Control, you're going to grab both and you can just bring them to the new box, and that's it. So is the door locked? If yes, so you always ask yourself the question, so is the door locked? So if the door is locked, true, does that mean I can open the door? That means I can't. So if it's not, so if it's false, then I can open the door. Compile, save. Now if the door is locked, what are we gonna go check? We're gonna go check our first person character if the key variable that we created inside item is equal or higher than 1. Because if you have 0 key, then it doesn't make sense that you can unlock the door, right? So we're gonna have to go get the information from our character. So you're gonna drag my character out, get it. We're gonna go get key. Then from the key, you're gonna expand out and you're gonna get the higher node, the little V shape on the right side, and you're gonna look for byte higher or equal than, and you're gonna put it to 1. Then you see already it's looking for a boolean. So what can you do? A branch. So it's going to check if the value is higher or equal to 1. If it's true, then you can unlock the door. If it's false, that means the door is locked. So if it's false, let's put a print string. I need a key to unlock the door. There we go. Now you connect the true over here like this. Now if you have a key, that means they're higher or equal to 1. what happens is you're gonna, well, just to keep it clean, you could drag from here and redo the math that I'm gonna do over here, but just to keep it clean, I'm gonna go get the my character again, just so that there's no like lines that goes all over the place. You're gonna get the key again. You're gonna do plus byte, byte. Oops, sorry, not plus, minus. Then you're gonna set the new value to your calcul. So that means if you had one key, you're gonna lose that key because you're gonna open the door. If it's a game where you just have that key and it unlocks all the door, then instead of making a byte variable, I suggest you just do a boolean. And as soon as you get that key, you turn the boolean value to true, and then anything that requires that key is going to be able to, you're going to be able to open it, which is a lot easier. But the way I'm using it is if you have that key and when you use it, the key breaks or the key falls inside the door, anything that makes it that you cannot use it again. Alright, so you've used the key. Now the door is still locked. So let's just put a little print string says you have used the key to unlock door. There we go. Then over here I added a comment. Well, you don't really need the comment, so forget about that. It's just so I'm gonna add a delay over here, but I'm gonna let you know why. The delay would be if there was a sound. So you want to let the time for the sound to happen. So let's say you have to unlock the door and it makes that little and then it unlocks the door. You want to put the sound before the delay. That way the player has the time to hear the sound so he knows that the door has been unlocked. And after that, you can open it. But if you don't put that delay, then the player unlocks it so fast that the door will almost instantly open as you're unlocking it, and which is visually, it doesn't look good. So I want to avoid that. So when the delay is done, so which variable do we need to change so that we can open the door? This variable over here. So now we're going to go set door lock. So you're going to Alt drag the variable out, and we're going to set it to false because now the door is unlocked. So if it's not true that it's locked, so it's false, then you're going to be able to open the door freely, open and close. That's pretty much the whole bulk of the oh, I forgot one thing. You're going to grab this, let's move this down. I always forget those little spammer. You're going to do once. Again, very important to put this note over here. You want the action to happen only once. Let's say in the example where you would have 2 key, but by mistake you click twice the action button. If you don't put a do once, well then you just use 2 key to open one door. And if you really needed and your level only had those 2 keys and you had to open 2 doors, well you just broke your level and your player is stuck there. So make sure to always put the do once, just so no spamming happens, and then you're done with the program. So compile, save, and you're done with this. So minimize. Now we're going to need to set something on the door because right now the door is going to be door lock, and that's false right now. So that means that if I jump in the level, I can already open the door, which is not what I want. So we're gonna, oh, well, that's nice. Okay. So you're gonna click the door is locked, save all, play. Now I cannot open the door no matter how many times I try. Then I need to go get the key. And as you see, the way I made the level is that you can't come back. So that's why you need to get on the other side, which is convenient because you can unlock the door that's locked from the other side. Just a little simple level I wanted to make. And now that you have the key, you've used the key to unlock the door. And then there you go. Door is open and door is closed. So that's done for the programming. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial series. I'm gonna do a few more videos just to show a little bit of details, like how to add a simple UMG, just to put a little victory when you're done the level. Also, I'll show you how to go get some sound, how to implement sound for your doors, for your unlocking. But the bulk part of the programming is pretty much done for this series. I myself, I'm going to try to enrich my learnings. I just wanted to compile everything I've learned so far. Well, I've learned more, but and eventually I'll make another series with a bunch of stuff. So hope you enjoyed and stick around for all the extras I'm going to put in. Have a good one. Bye. Thanks for watching.